Oh, yeah, a wise guy, eh?
Wise guy!
Podcast production meeting right here. I like it. Beautiful. We live?
We good.
All right, Wiseman Show. We're back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Bizzy Bone with the legendary Bone Thugs in Harmony on the Wiseman Show.
Along with his son, Lil Bizzy.
That's right.
Yes,
Hey.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
What's good?
New
Glad to be
champ.
here.
So what, 20?
Wiseman podcast. It's beautiful. You
Yes,
know what
sir.
I mean? I appreciate you guys for having us.
Absolutely.
I love Red Lake, man.
Red Lake, love
Me
y'all.
too.
Man, it's beautiful. You know, this is my first time actually being out in Minnesota, period. So it's definitely great energy, beautiful people. You know, I love it.
Yeah, this has been beautiful. It's our first time out in Red Lake, so this has been amazing. I love it out here.
Indeed, you just your first time. Too.
First time out in Red Lake, yep.
Dope.
Yep. We record out in the city. It's about 4 hours from here, so.
What, Minneapolis?
We're actually in a city called St. Francis.
St.
So
Francis.
it's actually like 30 miles outside of Minneapolis. Yeah. So Bizzy, what, 25 years in the game? 24, 25?
Let me see. We put out the first record in 91, 92.
So 26.
We're working
That's
on
26 years.
Woo.
30. We're working on 30.
You getting tired of it yet? Don't look like
I
it.
love music. I love music.
Yeah, it don't look
I
like
take
it.
breaks when I need to, so I don't get tired of it. I try to stay on my business, so I don't feel like I'm getting robbed or nothing like that. You know, I'm always up against the system. If I see things going wrong, when I see the system changing and artists getting more, it's just like NFL when the salary caps go up. I want to be up in front of the learning curve. I want to be at the top of the heap. So I pay attention to stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Just to make sure, because the future is, comfort and stability and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't get tired of the business. I get tired of the business, but I don't get tired of the music because I'm a musician.
Yeah.
I ain't do it for no come up. I did it because I love music.
That's dope.
Just like my junior.
That's
Loves
dope.
mu-
What's that like?
Huh?
What's that like, having your son follow in your footsteps?
Right up
It's
on
get
stage.
out the way. Move. Pops, get out the way. That's what it is. It's just staying out of his way and letting him do what he does and letting him grow and become what he wants to become and, not leaning over him and on everything that he does. I have really yet to give him, all the pointers that I want to give him. I want him to flourish, do what he does. And then when it's time and he's, in a comfort zone, then I'm gonna say, okay, this is what I've learned and this is what I know. You know? So, and then teach him that then. So just to add to his arsenal because he's his own, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah, it's just a wonderful thing. Plus, I relish in it, at times because everyone comes back to me, your son, he's great. He's great.
He is great. I pay attention, bro.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So
Appreciate it.
This man can rap.
his work ethic is wonderful as well. So it's just a pleasure to watch. I got all these record companies calling me. Yo, what's going on with your son? Well, he's chilling. How much you got? Calling me. It ain't no M's. Don't call me. Don't call me.
So do you manage him, kind of, or does he have his own manager?
Father, I don't. I give him advice and tell him what way to go and try to watch out for him and let him make his decisions and let him do his own thing. I'm not on no Joe Jackson type shit.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? It's just let him do what he do. If I see something going on, hey, you all right? All right, just making sure. Call him back.
From the other end of things, how is it for you?
It's beautiful. And this is actually my first time performing with my dad. So
Okay.
like,
Oh, for real?
yeah, definitely, man. It's
We're honored,
it's
man.
beautiful.
That's
yeah,
dope.
yeah, it's an honor, man. First of all, man, because ever since I was a kid, I just watched my dad do his thing. You know what I mean? When I was little, me and my brothers and sisters, we see my dad on TV, like, oh, that's dad. He going in. You know what I mean? And it was just like, man, I want to get there one day. I want to be higher.
That's
you know
cool.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's kind of cool. You got your own lane, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you didn't, like a lot of people would maybe assume that you would maybe follow his style and everything, but you kind of have a little bit. You know what I mean? You pay homage, but you have your own style, which is dope. That's what I like.
Industry is a step ahead. That's one thing, not to interject, but it feels good to know that you did something for hip hop that changed.
Heck
and
yeah, you
music
brought the
in
harmony.
general forever.
Yes.
And that scat rap.
Yep.
Brought that. Everybody's doing it.
Yep.
Everybody.
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 And it really started after Bone Thugs and Harmony. There's a couple of predecessors with us, Twista. Crucial Conflict, Freestyle Fellowship in Los Angeles. It was a few that was on it, but everybody that came after it has. So that's the face of music. But yeah, he definitely has his own thing, his own style. I got so many great ideas for him for later. But you want your kids to do better than
Heck
you.
yeah.
It's just like when America was being built or any other country was being built. Like when pyramids were being raised and statues, you want the next generation to be better than you. So yeah, my boy's on the right track. He knows exactly what's supposed to happen.
That's very dope. So
Yes.
so anybody that knows us locally knows that we're giant Tupac fans.
Oh hell yeah.
Did you have the opportunity to actually work with Tupac in the studio when you guys did Thug Love?
Yeah, he's an amazing dude. He was an amazing man, full of energy, a ball of fire. Just, you could tell something was gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure.
He just had this element around him.
Yeah,
When I seen him, he had the Outlaws around him. Now that was his crew.
right.
But I was calling down to Death Row and Suge and the rest of them, just tracking him down. Like, look, we got to get him on this record. We got to get him on this record. We got to get him on this record. It was amazing because it was just his and my song at first.
Yep. Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just him and me. Him, myself, and a young lady by the name of Silky Fine who knew Ruthless and who knew Death Row. And she was the liaison that brought everything together.
Wow.
So, but, had to make a business move and had to make it a Bone Thugs and Harmony and Tupac song. It's business. What's right for the brand. Because, whatever I do, I'm going to always be a group member. I'll never be a solo artist. I'll always, whatever I do, it reflects on my band.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely. But I met him. I was in the studio with him. He came in, outlaw style.
Everything you would expect.
Everything you would, but fastest writer I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Literally 10 minutes. As soon as he heard the beat, literally, and he didn't stop till he was done.
It's not the first time I heard that either. That's cool.
Yeah.
Just when he was writing just like this. I'm like,
What are you doing?
is he bullshit? He got in there and he did it, and he did the rap even faster. 1 take, 2 takes, 3
Serious?
takes, and he was done.
Wow.
It was amazing. He changed my whole work ethic.
Really?
He made me really stop critiquing stuff so much.
Right.
You
That's
know,
cool. I think a lot of people should pay attention to that.
Yeah, that's how I started putting out thousands and thousands and thousands of songs after that. Like, I really started getting my work on and just locked myself in the studio and just started working. It was just one of my missions. But
So you learned from Pac then, right away.
I learned a lot from Pac. Nothing on the stage, but just work ethic.
Yeah.
Work ethic, I picked that up from him. Like, do your music, let the engineer fix the kinks,
Yep.
and go forward.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But,
Yep.
definitely.
That's beautiful. So you and Crazy just dropped a project.
Yes.
Yep,
New waves.
And
baby.
this is the first one that's just you and him, correct? You guys have never done this before.
Yeah, this is the first one that's just him and me. You know what I mean? We're mostly a touring band. I had a cool plan for everything, but I look at it now as if it's something for the legacy. Bone still does songs on stage from 20 years ago, and people love it. So it's everlasting music. So I look at it as a classic. And, just for the legacy, when the people go back and they look up, everyone's still amazed that we're alive.
Right.
Everyone's still amazed that we're coherent.
Right.
Everyone's still amazed that we look relatively young. That's all. They just want to hear that same old stuff. You see, they're still crazy about what we're doing.
Absolutely.
It's 12-year-olds.
They still know them
11
lyrics
years
like
old.
crazy,
It's crazy,
too.
man. This is 20-year-old music.
Yeah.
This is literally 25-year-old music.
Still relevant though, as relevant as ever.
Yeah, it's just good. It's good music in front of the learning curve. So
Eternal.
yes, sir. And we just put together this.
Eternal.
Yes,
Facts.
we just put together new waves, and every track on there is a single. So it just that's what we did. Just like we put out the Art of War 3 and put out a few different other projects as well. So it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
I want to bring it back from when Eazy introduced himself to you, when he called you. Tell me a little bit about when you got the news from Eazy.
Well, we went to track Eazy-E down.
Yeah.
Oh, you tracked him down?
Yeah. We were in Los Angeles first, and he called us. And the person we was with locked their phone in the room on some evil shit when they heard he was going to call us back, and then he was going to come pick us up, and we wouldn't have had to travel back to Cleveland to go meet him. So anyway, we had to get past those demons or whatnot, and met him down. There's a guy by the. Have you ever heard of Levert? It's old school R&B act from Cleveland.
Gerald Levert?
Yeah, Gerald.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
The OJs, if you've ever heard of them, Isley, blah, 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 that
Yep.
whole genre. So we went to their club, and that's where we met Eazy-E. He asked us to come back. Well, we snuck backstage. He was like, "We the guys that called you. You guys that called, man. Hey, man." He was like, "Y'all rapping." Lazy Bone said a cool rap, and he was like, "I know who y'all are." He let us back there, and the rest is history.
Wow.
Yeah, because he was like, I was calling y'all. I'm looking at Cray, and Cray looking at me. I'm like, I knew he was calling, and it's evil as hell. It's straight evil,
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's all good, Yeah.
But things happen for a reason.
You gotta take, but with a little struggle, add to the story. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, that's how it happened.
Was it fun to work with him?
It was real fun. He was our OG. We were all young, and he was letting us smoke weed and drink and shit.
Of course.
It was the greatest time of my life. Greatest time of my life. And but then when he passed, it kind of messed us all up.
Of course,
because we didn't know what was going on.
Of
we
course,
it was like, okay, he robbing us on some Jerry Heller stuff.
Right.
We didn't know he was tripping out. You know what I'm saying? I had to send my babies back home. This was before Junior was born, and we was out there wondering. And when I went back home, and I found out that he had died, it was crazy. So we had to wait like 2 years before we seen another dime. So we was on ice while Creeping on the Come Up was out. While Eternal was I think Eternal was out too at that time. We was sitting on ice, and it was terrible.
What made you guys keep going?
Because we knew that once they got finished fighting over his money, we was owed a lot of paper. Like, we the ones holding this up now. I'm gonna sit on back. I ain't gonna say nothing. But yeah, we knew. We understood. It was like lots of people on the streets that halfway knew the industry. There's a little scene in Cleveland.
Yeah.
It's a music scene in Cleveland.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We had a couple of artists out there that took off with some of the members of New Edition, guy by the name of MC Brain. So he helped us out. Like, just chill out. You're gonna get some money. Because all contracts were I didn't have no contract because I signed underage. So I was getting 100% of everything, publishing, writers, everything, But yeah, that's what happened. It was just when he died, it was so quick and so tragic. It shocked us all. We didn't know. We thought he was actually trying to steal from us and take our money and run. That's what we thought.
Wow. That's amazing.
Crazy, right?
Absolutely crazy.
That is crazy.
So I've always wondered, I've never Googled because I don't trust Google, but now I get a chance to ask you to your face. How did you come up with the name Bone Thugs and Harmony?
We was toying around with a gang of names. Bone Enterprise is something that Lazy seen on his way. He was coming back home from jail in Dallas, Texas. He had to go down there and do some time or whatever for some stuff he had done. And just a kid stuff. He was 16 years old.
Yep.
So he was driving back and he seen something that said Bone Enterprise. And he thought it was like, this is the group I'm going to start. Lazy was always a businessman, briefcase.
Visionary.
17 years old. The man had a briefcase.
Wow.
Full of raps and no money. Wasn't no credit card. Full of raps. There was a whole bunch of raps. And then we looked at professional. I was a real professional. He was definitely a visionary. He was one of the, he helped cultivate us as a group. He was the go-to guy, a lot of heart. Old beyond his years. And so anyway, Bone Enterprise was of course patented. We didn't know nothing about that. You got to patent your name and stuff like or copyright, excuse me.
Right.
Because it was something that he seen on the building. So we just kept the bone. And we all wanted something to interconnect us and something with our personalities. Crazy's quiet, silent type dude, but when he writes stuff, he's insane. Lazy has a southern drawl. So I was Wishbone at first. Then it turned into Busy Bone because my mind was like, we can't name you Wishbone. We need something different. We need something different for you. So that's how it happened. And that all started manifesting. And then we called our style, we're Thugs and Harmony. We used to be like, yeah, we're Bone, period. But we're Thugs and Harmony. Was our like introduction. Hi, we're Bone. In order to explain our style, we're Thugs and Harmony. Because every time I was like, what is this Chinese shit that you guys are saying? What is that? I'm telling you, we got booed out of so many places with some of the biggest hits that we had on track.
Well, yeah, but you had to. You had to kick down the door first.
I mean, I kid you not. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
But anyway, yeah, so that's how it came to be. And Eazy was like, you know what, y'all should say Bone, Thugs, and Harmony. And he put it together, and he did all the drawing for it. He put the skulls on and all that stuff. He was always into the mystics and stuff like that. So he helped us a lot. He really, really did. Helped us see how to turn it into a brand. He was smart. A lot of people didn't know that. He was really smart.
Easy?
Yeah. He was really, really smart. He wasn't all super duper street like that. He just wasn't no street dude all like that. Not when we met him. He was street, Kept a bazooka in the car.
Of course he did.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy out in LA, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's real crazy.
Oh yeah.
Kept the bazooka
It's
in the
like
car.
real crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially around that time
Oh,
too.
my gosh.
It's a whole different era.
Oh my goodness, man! It's crazy like that now in Chirac and a couple other places now too. It was so wild in Los Angeles a long time ago. You go into the wrong place and it's really pretty out there, like palm trees everywhere, ocean everywhere, sunset everywhere. You could be like in the most nicest looking neighborhood and get yourself hurt for having on
Some red shoes. Yeah.
Right.
or blue.
Yeah.
Right.
Really. And we looked goofy.
Oh yeah.
One had on a Michigan jacket, the other had on a Ohio State jacket. We was red, green, blue, purple. We was every game, but not the same.
no.
It was crazy. So they was like, y'all are all kind of wrong walking down the street. Every piece of wrong. But yeah, he definitely visionary, and he's the one that helped cultivate the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very dope. Very dope. You were gonna say something? Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say. Damn, I'm high off life right now. But yeah, I was gonna say like, it's just beautiful, man. The way that everything just been set up, man. Cause I mean, you know, I'm truly, blessed by the best. You know what I mean? Like me just watching my dad all my life, man. Like and studying his work, like. I'm like, I want to be just like that.
That's dope, though.
You know what I mean?
That's what a son should want to be, just
man,
like his
and it's
dad.
just like, and then like, back in Cleveland, you know, when I stayed in Cleveland with my mom and everything, and my dad was on tour doing his thing, you know, people always say, nigga, your daddy a legend. You know what I mean? Your daddy's a legend out here. And that just really like inspired me, like just kept inspiring me, like, oh, I'm trying to be a legend one day. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I just love like, you know, doing this with
You think you're on your way to
my
being a
dad.
legend?
Of course. Every day.
What are you working on? What you working on music now?
Oh yes, I have my EP "Son of a Legend" already out right now. I have a new a new EP coming out as well called Manifest. And my band Bloodline Harmony, we got some stuff out as well called STIG, which is So Throw in the Game.
Okay.
We recently dropped the EP called STIG Bloodline Harmony Part 1. And it's on iTunes right now, so
Okay.
you can go and
Dope.
grab that.
I'm gonna go
you
check
know
that
what I
out.
mean? It's definitely beautiful. My mind is going right now.
Very dope.
But it's definitely beautiful, man. I
I
love
want
it.
to collab with Nate Dogg's son.
Oh
I know
man.
he raps.
Oh yeah,
too.
actually I met him in California.
Really? Yeah.
I was out there with my
He's
band
good too.
Yeah, and my aunt, and we was at this I think this video shoot, that Duct Tape Gang, which is
Flesh's.
Flesh's
Yep.
Okay.
artist. So Nate Dogg's son was there, and he was like, and he lightweight looked at for me. I was like, man, you look like somebody. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, I'm Nate Dogg's son. I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm the son of Busy Bone, Lil Bizzy. You know what I mean? He was, oh yeah, for sure. So he started freestyling. Me and my band, we all started freestyling. Duct Tape Gang was freestyling with us and everything. So it was just definitely good vibes. I got his contact, but I ain't never hit him. You know what I mean? Or he ain't never hit me. But I told him like, we gonna meet one day. We gonna make a hit one day. You know what I mean? Just keep the faith. You know
That'd
what I
be
mean?
dope.
And that's the whole thing with me, faith. You know what I mean? Like everything I do is off of faith. You know, because I'm a man of faith. I'm a child of God. So everything I do is just off of him, off of his word, off of his doing, off of his time. You know, so that's what I'm about. I'm about positive energy. My band, you know, my dad and his band, we all about positive energy. You know, it's too much stuff going on anyway. We all got new music out, more new music coming. So just be ready. You know what I mean? It's going down. It's big lit.
We're gonna be watching. We're paying attention.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
we're
indeed.
definitely paying attention.
Everything. I fuck with it, man. We appreciate you guys.
Definitely.
This has
Yes.
been beautiful. Hey, you know what? Real quick before we go though, I gotta know one thing. Machine Gun Kelly,
Okay.
is he holding the torch right now for Cleveland?
I don't know. I think that Cleveland needs a solo artist to come up out of there. We've had 3. MC Brains was the first one, MGK, and Kid Cudi.
Mm-hmm.
So it's right now I see MGK and Kid Cudi leading the charge. Kid Cudi more on the intellectual, and MGK more on the hyphy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More turned up
I see
Cleveland
what you're
side.
saying. Turn up, yeah.
The turned up side of Cleveland.
Those two, I see those two, and plus they're they're Clevelandites.
So good hands. You think it's in good hands? Cleveland's in good hands right now.
Yeah. I think Cleveland's in great hands right now. I think music in general is in great hands right now. I even like the new rap that's coming in from the youngsters. You know,
You like Lil Yachty and them?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
by me being an artist, I can't really listen too much to their stuff,
Sure.
so I don't take nothing from their stuff
Yeah.
and either make it better or make it worse.
Right.
You know what I mean? But as you get older, you notice like you gotta watch saying, "Oh, that shit's whack." My generation was, and that's how you kind of get old and rusty and molded, and you stay in front of the learning curve. You know what I mean? I grew up on the Motown stuff. I grew up when my parents used to say that rap shit ain't gonna go nowhere. You know, and it's probably the highest selling music now.
I think it is. I think they
now.
like officially called it that.
Right, and so you got to watch these kids do their thing.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to let them do their thing. That's why, you know, I'm so happy my son is doing what he's doing because, you know, he adds something to the game. I think he's going to elevate them to another level as well. I see him and I see his band, you know, bringing music to another level for Lil Yachty, for the Migos, and different things of that nature. I never want to cut the lifeline, you know, because we're holding a torch up as well for each other. So if I don't like somebody, then immediately my son might not dig them. And I want him to have every single opportunity in this world.
That's
you know,
good.
to do whatever it is that he needs to do. So I stay very, very opinionated on good energy and good energy alone. You know, as long as it's good stuff, as long as they're making money and they're happy, that's what it's all about. Feed
It's a good
your
way to
kids.
look at it.
Yeah, put your brothers on, put your homeboys on. Put some money in your pocket. To me, that's success.
Right.
More so than me critiquing everything that they say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so easy to, you know, it's so easy to say I don't like that, or it's so easy to, because you know we, you know, as human beings, we eat positivity and negativity for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's our.
And it affects you too.
It's our privilege. It's our right to do that. If we play the game right, you know, we won't be affected. You know what I mean? If we don't go too far, because if you love too hard, you're gonna get yourself hurt. If you hate too hard, you're gonna get yourself hurt. But if you understand that it's your right to do what you want to do, you know what I mean? Just you just gotta know how to play it. You know what I mean? Don't let it affect you. But my buddy, he told me, he was like, too much hate, it'll eat you alive, BB. It'll eat you alive. I'm like, might as well say that about love too. You know what I mean?
Truth.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
Very wise words from the legendary Bizzy
Rock and
Bone
roll, baby.
on
Rock and
on the Wiseman Show.
On the Wiseman Show, baby.
Beautiful, honorary
Oh,
wise
yes.
man. We appreciate you guys for coming,
We appreciate you too.
especially
Yes.
getting right off the stage and coming in here and doing this.
Oh, that's
Oh,
love.
for
That's
sure.
y'all are
Yeah,
tired.
love, man, love.
Tell them your social media.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, my social media. You can follow me on Twitter, Elevator Busy. You can follow me on Instagram, Elevator Busy. Facebook, Lil Bizzy. Also follow the band page, Bloodline Harmony. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's all the same. So just make sure y'all follow that, and we gonna give y'all some great music and good vibes.
Beautiful.
And wait a minute, I got to get mine.
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah.
Please do.
Instagram at Mr. McCain, MRMCCANE, and Facebook I am Busy Bone. And also, as Junior said, follow all the Bone Thugs and Harmony pages: Crazy, Lazy, Wish, and Flesh. And it's a beautiful thing. Music on and on and on and on and on. We thank you guys here. We really do.
Thank you.
Wise Men Podcast. Yo, what's going on? This is Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
And yes, you know what it is. It's your boy Lil Busy from Bloodline Harmony, and you are rocking with the Wiseman Podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, beautiful.